some of my items. I've seen some previous YouTube videos, and the monks that do runs are pretty poor, in my opinion. Really have a good feel for what they need to be able to solo Act 3 Inferno. So, first, I always think it's important on a weapon to make sure that you have some sort of life on hit or damage dealt to convert it to life. Also very important is life per spirit spent. You can see I pretty much try to maximize that. Dexterity is a nice bonus, but not always necessary. So same thing with this item. So I rate things pretty much that resistance and armor are the most important stats you can have, followed by dexterity. Nice bonuses are life per spirit spent, and anything that converts to life. Vitality is, obviously a little bit important, but I only have 41,000 health, which isn't as much as I used to have. Attack speed, obviously important, especially if you have lots of things that life per spirit spent. I used to have a lot more of that, but still attacking fast can be a great benefit to regenerating your spirit. So, go through all my items. Have a set here, plus 100 vitality. I think Blackthorns is pretty good equipment. This helmet's pretty decent, I guess. I'd probably get a better one here, not too long. Plus 5% attack speed and 22.5 life per spirit spent. A couple other arcane. I have obviously used, which I would recommend everybody use, is the one with everything stat, which adds up both your highest resistance to your resist all, and it's extremely important. I also use the dexterity to increase armor by 100% of your dexterity, which I think is very important, as well as every point of spirit increases your health by 62 life. Deadly Reach is this one. Anyway, so I think Deadly Reach is without a doubt the best skill. Just let alone, you can, every third strike increases your armor by 50% for 4 seconds. And 4 seconds is a long time. If you're attacking one mob continuously, 4 seconds will last you pretty much the entire fight. So, it's a pretty important stat. You see if you have armor of 6,000, increase it up to 9,000. You can't really beat that. That's huge. Blinding Flash, this is kind of bonus. You can either, I feel like the rune you can pick for this is really increasing it up to 4 seconds or doing additional 30% damage for 3 seconds the entire time that they're blinded. Just for solo purposes, it's probably better to have the 30% weapon damage. This is, all these spells really are extremely necessary if you're going to try to solo. Breath of Heaven, increases damage by 15% for 45 seconds. That's a long time. So essentially you're almost always fighting with extra 15% damage. Serenity, it's 2 runes. You can do the one that increases it to 4 seconds, or I like the one that heals you as well, and also with the life for spirit spent, heals for a lot more than 6,200 to 7,700. It really is more like 15,000. So especially whenever you're invincible for 3 seconds, it's huge. It's an emergency spell. Sweeping Wind, I really like that whenever the vortex is at its maximum, it increases your spirit by 3 per second. And when you think about it, if you're fighting a mob for 150 seconds, that's essentially 450 spirit you're getting just from having this at its maximum, and as well as does a ton of damage. Mantra of Evasion is also, I feel like all my spells, I don't plan on ever changing. At least for the time being. This is huge too. You're increasing your chance to dodge attacks by 15%, as well as increasing armor by 20%. That's all so necessary. I mean, yeah, that's really it. I do a lot of damage, I guess, for Monk. 27,000 base. Whenever I have my Breath of Heaven spell, 32,000. I cast the spell. It gets up to 51,000 for Blinding Flash for a few seconds. Armor's pretty big, and then if I don't know if I can do it here, but if you hit somebody 4 times, you'll see my armor go up to almost 9,000, about like 8,700 or whatever, 50% of that is. My dexterity is pretty decent. It's essentially increasing my armor by 1736 with that seize the initiative spell. So, alright, let's do. Hopefully, we can find a mob here pretty fast. So, one Nephilim. I just killed Vortex Mortars here. Let's see if we can find another one. Lots of times I'll run through the weaker mobs just for efficiency. It's not always the best strategy though, because they can gang up on you. I probably should get my Enchantress to help me out. Can't hurt. Nice. It's a little bit laggy, so it's pretty choppy with the screen capture. Hopefully it doesn't cost me too much. Try to stay focused here. I feel like it's pretty beneficial to hold shift the whole time you play. Way you don't have to run around and chase enemies. Extended reach will attack them from pretty far away. Cast a blinding spell, run away. And here we go, we got some invulnerable minions. Molten. Let's see what this guy is. Knockback. It's really not too bad. Desecrator. The ones I really hate are the ones that freeze you, but as you play a lot, you kind of get used to dealing with that. Something I didn't really talk about that much is whenever the mob's about to die, at least for the time being, it's extremely beneficial to switch to your Magic Find gear. You can see any decent Magic Find gear, even if you just switch to it for a few seconds, will increase your Magic Find by about 200%. And it can go from getting 1 rare to 3 rares, or finding a legendary. So, having kind of a tough time navigating to this guy. Screen captures a lot of lag. But you can see that my guy pretty much tears shit up. Doesn't look like I'm attacking him, but I am. So I'll probably gamble here, and I'm going to try to switch to my Magic Find gear and see if I can pull this off. Well, this is cutting it a little close. He's about to die. So, I got 1. It's not bad for 2 stacks, I mean. But whenever you get to 5 stacks, lots of times you'll get